welcome everybody to Monday night. I'm in Florida, okay? That's how much I love Ryan and Paul. I'm doing a live show from Florida.
Oh,
I got me a red sippy cup of Crown and Coca-Cola. How about that?
Boy.
It's just me.
Guys, Florida is the real deal. Florida is the real deal.
Zellwood.
That's a blizzard, and that's the real deal too.
How much snow do you got, Ryan?
I figure we got about 10 inches, and it's not quitting.
How much are you supposed to get?
12 to 14.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot. So I want to talk about Zellwood. And guys, there's going to be a Florida circuit. I don't know if the NTPA is going to do it, or the PPL is going to do it, or if the Outlaws are going to do it, or the interstate pullers, but something's going to happen down here in the next couple of years. And I'm not like, this year was special because of COVID. We all know that, right? Like, we've seen vehicles at pulls. Big Rye, you can attest to Rockwell.
Yep.
And I can in Rock Valley. You're picking up pullers are just looking for a place to go. But I talked to so many pullers that if they knew there was going to be 3 or 4 weeks of this, you leave your rig down here and then you just fly back home and you come back down and go pulling. Zellwood was neat. It was neat. It got off to a real slow start Friday night. They didn't expect that much iron, and then they had 3 pulling tracks, and they're not used to that. But once it got going, they started rotating the tracks. It was pretty slick. And I know Will was charging $20. Will Witt for the live stream. There was a lot of banter about that. He did have it up on YouTube. He did have it up on his Facebook Live. Basically, when he did all of his tests, and we all know how this works, we've seen our own Ryan Zolik struggle with this. Then you get 1,000 people there using their cell phones, and there goes your signal, right? So that's what basically happened to Will on Friday night. So Doug Borth and I did as many Facebook Lives as we could Friday night as well. And Doug had one of the live streams that Doug did has reached over 500,000 people so far from Friday night. Like, he was doing the starting line, I was doing the finish line on Friday night, and it was just fun. But it was fun to be pulling again, and it was fun to see human beings again. And I got to see a bunch of tractors and trucks I normally don't get to see. We had 3-engine mods. We had some big open mini rods. I threw up 2 new podcasts. I did Matt Kostler, the All In, the Light Pro, and then I did one with Jim and Tyler Shandorf. They put a hole in their brand new Vinny motor.
No, you're kidding.
No, and it was on.
Oh no!
And it was on a run.
Excited to run that.
I know. I did. If you guys scroll back through, and that's what one thing, we know that we post too much, but we've always said we don't care. But like, people, you don't see every post on your timeline. You need to go to the Beer Money Pulling Team Facebook page and scroll down. I bet we put up 20 live videos over
easily.
Friday night, Saturday night.
Easily.
So I'm going to bring Brent on, guys. So, hey, Brent, I'm just kind of recapping Zellwood right now. Okay. So, but something's going to happen down here, guys, with the winter circuit, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be good for the sport of pulling, and there's a lot of enthusiasm down here. And it's going to be some bigger smokers. In a place like Zellwood, they can still run their antique tractors. Guys, I know Charles and Herx and all those guys are out in Oklahoma, and they hooked like 19,000 times to the sled. I saw Charles post today, or his post. But there's still plenty of antique tractors down here on that one track, and there's still plenty of the garden tractors. There's enough stuff going on, is what I'm trying to say. It was a good experience. And the weather is awesome too in January to have it be this nice. So
now, how was the track down there? It looked like it was pretty good.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. You know how everybody always says their track is great, right? And as a puller, I've been taught over the years to feel it. The mods, it was stopping 3-engine mods, guys. The IPL mods, basically. You know what are those making? Probably 6,000 horse. Brent, what do you think on those 3-engine guys? Or Paul, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd say about that.
The big diesel tractor class was hard because there wasn't enough big tractors. So they had to take Jeff Parker's 2 Outlaw Pro Stocks, probably making 3,100 horse. Then they had a Super Farm, a couple Dixie Deer. That counts as 4.1. Sounds good.
Colby's tractor runs hard.
Yeah, I got giddy here in a 4.1 again. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and because I haven't heard my tractor run in a year. And then the Light Pros, but I don't know if they let them weigh all 10,000 pounds. I hope they did. I know it was more of an exhibition, but it was hard to set the sled on something like that. I think for the sled operator. It was the near pass sled out of Michigan. I had heard of it before. I don't know if I've ever seen it in action, but they did a nice job, and they have a mini rod sled as well.
You've
I
seen
don't
that you've seen that mini rod sled before. It's
Okay.
been in Hillsboro multiple times.
Has it? Okay.
Yep. And I grew up watching near pass sleds, thumb sleds.
I want to know what it was like for you guys back home, like with social media. I mean, were a lot of people talking about it? What did you guys see?
Well, I don't know. Just based on the live stream, it seems like a lot of people are interested. It's a lot of different stuff that you don't normally get to see, I would say. I mean, it's not your typical pullers that go to a lot of indoor pulls. So with it being outdoors, it's a different opportunity for them to pull outdoors. And so I think it was just kind of neat that way, and just an outdoor pull where it's a full-size track, and with 3 tracks too. I mean, it made it there's a lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. So this is something different, unique, and just based on watching live streams and seeing how people are interacting, I think it was well liked, and it was, it caught people's attention.
Rich Wine was doing the announcing, so that was good. I couldn't hear the sound system on the track as much, but I did go up and talk to Larry a couple times, and it sounded pretty good they have like it's kind of little hillside guys. I don't know if you could, it was really, the lighting wasn't bad, but like Ryan, you wouldn't like to shoot photos there.
I could tell.
Yeah, but you can tell, and again, I'm not trying to offend any of these guys, but you can tell it's a nice little pulling club, and they have a nice grounds. They've been doing this for 27 years. Sounds like they kind of share the grounds with the Sweet Corn Festival down here or something like that. It's kind of a big deal. And but you can tell they care and they want to grow it. I feel like the rumors I heard was in the past there was kind of these were the Ocala guys and these are the Zellwood guys. They didn't work together, but the people that were kind of button heads aren't involved anymore. So I think they're trying to maybe team it up a little bit, because I feel like just the chatter is everybody's going to Ocala. Everybody's going to Ocala. That just kind of the chatter I feel like on social media and stuff like that. And I'm getting a lot of text messages like, "Hey, are you coming down for Ocala?" I'm like, no, I got to fly home and back and start doing my real job again before Gordywana. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good experience, guys. I'm glad I came down. I really am.
It seemed like there was a lot of people. Anytime you get on the live streams, there was a lot of other people out there watching. So, I mean, this poll with the COVID year and everything, this put Zellwood on the map. I mean, I've always heard about the Florida stuff, and especially Ocala, but Zellwood, I didn't know what to expect, and I was pretty impressed with the turnout of iron. I mean, they had some hot tractors there.
Yeah.
They'll need
I think the thing that I noticed most was, and it's probably because I'm kind of dialed in on this and sometimes look for it, is the jerks who are whining about, "Oh, I just wasted $20, or I bought it 3 times and it doesn't work," and stop being an idiot. This is a small community. He's not going to take $60 of your money.
Right.
And I would love to just scream that into the phone every time, but that's kind of uncouth behavior and frowned upon.
What I really enjoyed was like Brent was answering a lot of questions for me, because like it's hard for me to do the camera and keep up with all the comments, because that is a chance to possibly expose a new puller to the sport, or a new fan to the sport. Like, hey, I didn't even know this was going on in Zellwood. And, what's a horsepower and blah blah blah. So I appreciate Brent doing that, or whenever we always try to help each other out. If, one of us is live at an event, to get on there and kind of monitor the comments a little bit.
And that's one of the things too, guys. If you've got a polling page on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, you've got something they can post comments to, whatever. Make sure that you get back in touch with them, because that makes them feel like they're a part of it. I mean, they want to be able to ask you questions. It's hard when you've got them coming in like that, but man, if you can get on there and you can respond to them or whatever, it gives them the warm and fuzzies, and it helps grow the sport. It does.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think by us responding to somebody last weekend, I think Ocala's got another vendor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Jeff and Stacy are going to go down there with giant toolboxes that you can stand on.
Oh, those things are huge.
Awesome.
I still want to prove I still want to test that and see whether or not you can really stand on them, because Sherry and Christina, that's one thing. Me, now we're talking.
I feel like this should happen at Shipshewana.
If they're there, I might.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think it's a
Yep.
great idea. But yeah, I brought Doug down here. Doug loves mini rods. Doug promotes the Kerr Capital Fall Nationals. He was texting with Brent, but a lot of the mini rod pullers were watching home. Brent Sullivan, Robbie Fagundes, Marty Wilson, a lot of the names that we know from the sport. You know what I mean? We're paying attention. Richardson's had both of them down here. I'm trying to think of all the ones we had. We had a really cool turbine tractor called Wildfire, I think from Ohio. Made an awesome pass Friday night. There were some 3-engine mods. Like I said, Parker had both his pro stocks here. Kostler had his light pro here. Some really good 466 interstate tractors, with the coolers. It was a good time. Like the fast forward tractor was here, Rye. I know you love that tractor.
I do.
So, Smith and all those guys.
Both of those Smith tractors were there, I think.
Yeah, they had 4 of them in one trailer. So,
yeah,
they stuffed them in there. So, but it was good. There's a lot of chatter. Right now guys are kind of coming down for free. They're giving them a little bit of money. If you start sanctioning stuff, it's going to be a little bit of an eye opener. I think that'll be a little. I'm only talking on the Zellwood people that I talk to. I think, the mini pullers that showed up didn't take a lot of money. They're just happy to go pulling. I think that's kind of the attitude right now. Good for the sport because Paul touched on it. Zellwood's on the map. Now Zellwood goes out and raises $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in sponsorship, and they can bring in a gigantic pull. I did talk to a lot of the people that are around there, and they said that's the biggest crowd they've ever seen there on a Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday night.
It was packed, guys.
That looked like a good crowd.
Oh, looked great. Yeah, that whole side, that hillside looked like it literally standing room only.
Yeah, it was. It really legitimately was. And they started at 4. We didn't start doing our live streams until about 6. I know Will went live at 4, but Will was the paid. We want Will Wood here. He's got all the setup and stuff like that. We just showed up with our cell phones and did our lives. So it's all good. Short Fighty wants to know if that's your rally hat, Paul.
Yes, if you've been paying attention, the Gordywana hat is still in effect, and I will not take this off until that show happens. So,
God, your customers must be so awkward walking into meetings.
Yeah, no, I don't wear this. I don't wear this down there. I was down there last week. I'll be down there again this week. But yeah, this is just a Let's Grow Pulling thing. But I'll take it off whenever this happens. You don't take the rally cap off until the rally's over.
Another big contributor to our page is Adam Wilson with Built Diesel Mafia. And he was doing a nice job answering questions as well too. So I really appreciate it.
Still wondering why he's not coming to Shipshawana. I'm gonna throw that out there.
I guess Jason, his hot wife said he can't go. I don't know.
I think you need to send him the link. And Wilson, I told you I was going to get you on here. Now you're going to have to face the firing squad.
I think he works. I think he works at nights. I think he's sneaking out on break right now. Is my gut.
Whatever.
I don't want to get him in trouble. I don't want to get him
whatever. We'll get him in trouble. Maybe with the wifey, but
Yeah, whatever.
All right, so I want to go sit in the hot tub and drink whiskey because it's my last night in Florida. Ocala's coming this coming weekend. Sounds like it's going to be a big deal. I know Will Witt's going to be doing his thing again. I know Will's been at Ocala in the past. Like, this is the first time Larry Richwine's been to Zellwood. This is the first time Will's been to Zellwood. It was the first time a lot of these people came to Zellwood. There's plenty of room there. They have a good track. It's going to be something I think that can really kick off like a winter series down here. I know they've already this Pocket. And there's something else popping up on here. There's a lot of chatter about Florida pulling, and the fans, guys, they loved it. I mean, they were having a blast.
I'll just say this: I haven't been to Stu Paquette's pull, but I've been to his place. And if you are a Red Tractor fan, it is a must see. It is a bucket list item. He has got an unbelievable collection of Red Tractors. I'm not kidding when I say there are buildings and buildings full of Red Tractors.
I need to get down there.
If you're a Red Tractor guy, you have got to stop and see it. It's unbelievable.
No, that's cool. But I think we'll just kind of land the weeds here on this and just kind of talk to people throughout the summer, and hopefully our lives sort of get back to normal, if you will. And it was a good time. So I guess, what do you guys know about Gordywana that you want to share with everybody? We're less than 2 weeks away now. What are you hearing? What are you feeling?
As far as a couple of quick things, next Monday night, we are going to do the giveaway for the full live streams for Gordywana. I still have all of the entries, so you had to enter into the contest. But we are going to do that, and we'll do it on the Let's Grow Pulling podcast, or not the podcast, but here on Monday night. So we're going to give 2 full session live streams away, and somebody's going to get to watch this all weekend if they can't make it.
Awesome.
Still got good. Bruce, you could talk a little bit about this. I know I've got quite a few things to give away, shirts. The Ceramic family donated a couple of 1/64th toys to give away. So we're going to be looking for kids at Gordywana. Still have 500 plus DVDs of different pulls to give away. I'm not sure how many shirts and stuff Bruce has got, but I've got quite a few.
I think I've probably got close to 30 or 40.
Yeah. So we're going to be looking where you're
and more once we get there for test passes, because
Yes.
I know a bunch of people have said, hit me up when you get into town, and I fully intend on doing that.
Yep.
So
yeah, we got that. I've been texting with Travis a little bit here and there, just back and forth. Everything looks good. Talked to Clint the other night on the way home from Nashville. Everything looks good. So everything is full speed ahead. Wear your masks. Bring your masks. Make sure they're going to be watching. Do your part. Let's wear masks and let's make this happen.
Yep. One thing that's headed my way that we're going to use per Adam's request. He said,
Yes.
do the best you can with it. And I said, well, he sends me this picture about a week and a half ago, and he says, I'm donating this that you can, use it how you see fit. And he sends me this picture of a metal print that he did of Joe Moore's Dirty Deeds from the outdoor hook they had during the summer at outside the MEC. And it's a great shot, and it looked really good. I said, dude, can we auction that? Can we make somebody pay dearly for that? He says, sure. Where's the money going? I said, can we go the same place that Justin's tractor is going, the pulling for Megan? He said, yeah, it sounds great. So, Joe, if you're listening, I love you, buddy, but we're going to make you pay for that photo.
That's good. So Thomas Jack Graber says, what pulls in Ocala this weekend? Thomas, in the comments down here, I posted a link. You want to look up Mid-Florida Tractor Pullers Association? That has all that on there that you need. I put that in the comments. Go ahead, Ryan or Paul.
I think you'll have to check if you're wondering. I think they may still be selling tickets on the whatssmoking.net for the admissions. I'm not sure when they're going to cut that off, but they are still working on that. So if you want to get tickets, there are still tickets. There's plenty of tickets at the door. Don't worry about that. But if you want to buy them ahead of time and have them with you, go over their page. They can get them and they'll process them same day. Stay in touch with their website. They've got all the updated information. A couple of the sessions have been moved up the start time. Thursday session 1 has been moved, I believe, to 11 a.m. They've got a big number of hooks, and they're trying to eliminate overlap in the morning or the afternoon session and the evening session. And I believe Saturday Saturday afternoon they've changed the start time. But go over to whatssmoking.net. All that information is updated. They were working on some driver list updates and stuff. So just check out their page, or Facebook or the website, and they should have all the updated information. But
and I'm putting the link to whatssmoking.net into the comments as well on all the pages we're on. Store Lock is coming. They're bringing 3 dozen of hats and koozies to give away too. Paul, you and Ryan are gonna have so much stuff to give away. It'll be a blast.
Oh yeah,
good.
There's cash prizes for fans. We're going to draw from the COVID forms. Another thing too, I believe there is a link on the whatssmoking.net. If you have if you can get on there and print off the COVID form, it's a standard release. It just has a little wording in there for COVID. Print that off, sign it, and bring it with you. That will help tremendously getting in the door. There's going to be a lot of people there. Don't worry, they'll have copies. But if you can do that, that would be great.
I would encourage everybody, and that just proves what we talk about on social media all the time: the likes, the comments, the shares. This gentleman just asked us about Ocala, guys, and he's looking for a tractor pull to go to down here. I know that there were people that Friday night that saw our live streams that didn't even know Zellwood was going on, and they came Saturday night. They came up and talked to me, and that's what it's all about. So that's why you hear all of us on this podcast or this live right now say, if you have a pulling page, if you are a puller or if you're a spectator, let people know where you're going.
Yes.
If you're pulling to Ocala this weekend and you're watching this, please post on your personal timeline or your Instagram or your Snapchat or whatever you have. Hey, we're going pulling to Ocala, Florida this weekend. And if anybody, messages you back, say great. Or if you're getting ready for Gordywana, our Gordywana hashtag, guys, has been used a lot. Okay. Like it actually popped up on a Facebook, like, do you want to see more posts about Gordywana? And that's what we want. You know what I mean? That's what every promoter wants. Every, different thing like that. The events that are happening have a larger spotlight this year because there's not a lot of other events happening. And we want to make sure they're as successful as they can be.
And if you have an event that is going on that's going to happen, send a message to somebody on Beer Money. Send it to us, and we'll try to help you get that word out. Anything we can do to help, we'll try to do it as best we can. I mean, in the summertime it's hard to do, but right now, if you've got a poll going on, I saw a message from Dylan. I forget the gentleman's last name, but there's a poll that I'm going to look into. It's in California. It's a benefit poll for a hospital, I believe. We'll help spread the word for you. Whatever we can do to help, we'll definitely do it, and look for updates on that kind of stuff.
Thanks, Randy. I saw your comment. I'll find you on Wednesday or Thursday.
Also, what else? Okay, so RJ Simon, sale of the modified. All the money's been collected now, is what I've been told,
Sweet.
and that they're waiting to make sure that there will be no issues for the new owner of the modified once it's done. So just a couple things going on there.
Wait,
and then
they're going to supply a toter for them too.
I don't know.
That's sold separately, and that's not $1,000.
And then
hey, they have like 3 of them available though. I always see them posting them.
Yep.
I was just gonna say, I mean, if you don't know it, I'm gonna say it now. I've seen it on his Snapchat, and he doesn't care. There's a pro stock sitting in Farley, Iowa now.
Yep.
Yes, there
Yes,
is.
it is.
I heard that.
It's one of Norton, and there was a picture of Brandon on it, right?
Yeah, I had a lunch with John Mears and Christy Asher last week, and it was mentioned at the table about a pro stock that was in Farley, Iowa, and John Mears looked at Christy and he goes, "Well, that didn't take long." So I'm like, it's a tight community. Everybody knows what's going on, but yeah, it's look out for the Farley show. I think they're going to make some things happen this year.
Oh yeah.
Have the dates been posted on that, guys?
Yes.
11th and 12th, is it?
Yeah, 11th and 12th
of June, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
That's another thing we can do in the future is get on some of these. I know we're starting to see. I know OSTPA, the Ohio. I think they just released.
Yep, they just released theirs.
So maybe we can pick one of those, those associations and kind of go through and just say, here's what they've got going on right now. And
Yep.
some content anyway.
I know the remedy. Well, the plan for my first hook is May 14th and 15th in Dubuque, Iowa. That'll be with the Outlaws. I'm just, double checking that the 4-1s are going to be there. Last time I talked to Kurt was kind of the plan, so we'll just keep that going. But I hope that'll be our debut of the new wrap and the tractor and all that good stuff as well. So,
Do you have a finalized design yet?
No, you guys will be part of that. So Taylor's been working on his super stock. He has a brand new component chassis and new motor, and then he's busier in hell with the tires. So that's been going on, and I need to follow up with him. Who's doing our wrap, Ryan? Was it 1 Point or the guys out in Nebraska, Omaha?
Sioux City. I forget. I can't remember who it is.
They do the Articats too. I can look through my messenger and see. It says it right on there.
Yarn's probably looking it up. He's looking at a second screen right now.
It is Octane.
Octane. That's right.
Yep.
Does anybody else think it's going to be weird to see one of the Simons boys blowing smoke?
Yeah. That's
like the first couple of times. That's going to be so weird seeing.
Just
Simon
seeing them
says on the
anything
side of
other
a
than
pro
a
stock
mod in a truck is going to be weird.
Huh?
They also have I'm guessing they're keeping the light around too.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
So yeah. So they're really stepping outside of there.
Yeah. I hope that they don't get like the fuel jugs mixed up, because they've never really had to worry about diesel that I'm aware of.
Right.
And if they buy VP diesel, that if it says VP on the side, I hope they don't get mixed up. That could be bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I see Mary's on here. Hi, Mary. I wish we were coming down to see you in Murfreesboro here in like 2 weeks or so, but oh well, it is what it is. Next year. It's a great show. You guys got to check it out.
Yeah, if you guys haven't got a chance yet, turn over to iTunes and Spotify and did a couple of short podcasts. One was with Matt Kostler. He's got the All In Light Pro out of Ohio, and then Jim and Tyler Shandor. That was a good one because Jim has a lot of pulling history. A Grand National Super Stock champion. Loves the mini rod class still it's expensive, but it's not diesel super stock stupid expensive, and he still gets to pull at Grand National and Champions Tour and big level pulls. So
yeah, I listened to that one on Saturday night on the way home.
So that's fun. I appreciate everybody doing that. Brent, you are the most tuned in person we know in the sport of what's going on. What other vehicles are changing hands, and what are some rumor mills that you're? I don't want you to say anything. I know actually you don't give it.
I don't really know. I mean, if you were to bring something up, I would probably be able to I guess I might know something, but offhand, I don't really know.
Oh, Simon, here we go. He's on. Boom.
Loud and heavy. All right, that works.
Loud and heavy.
Is that a ode to Cody Jinks by chance?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's a good name though.
I like it.
I don't know. I mean, loud. Yeah, they're loud, but they're nothing like what they're used to, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And they are way, way heavier than what you're used to. Way heavier. I don't know. That 4-engine mod probably got some weight to it.
RJ, you come up with a name for the light yet?
Takes about 15 seconds, Rye. So
All right.
that's where the delay is on that. So
I'm trying to think
what
of
else.
different Cody Jinks songs that would apply.
Oh, I'm sure there's some.
Oh, I'm sure.
But
okay, there's Kevin's Gordywana.
Whiskey Benton Hellbound.
There you
is.
go.
There's the name for the Light Limited or the Light Super. Sorry. So
Team Country Song.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's I think I'm going to be actually out at Farley, Iowa, for that show. Gonna rub elbows with Jordan Nelson out there. Jordan is married to Misty's cousin Ann, so I told him, I said we were planning on it. There was a potential conflict, but I think it's gonna fall through, and I think I'm gonna end up in Farley, Iowa, 11th and 12th
Nice.
of June.
Yep. I'll be down there Friday for sure.
You're gonna have a good time.
Up in Ellsworth.
That's an outstanding facility, and
It is
probably one of the best tracks I've ever seen.
There was a lot of people talking about it last year after that.
Yeah, it was.
Well, they put it on the map. They knocked it out of the park with their first year on the main stage. Full house, good track. You still got competitors talking about it. I bumped into Shannon Leitner down here in Florida, and he grabbed Doug Worth and he said, "If you have that track like you had on Saturday night for the mods, we'll be back." You know what I mean? So that was funny to see Shannon Leitner. I was just kind of zooming along, and I'm like, "What the hell are you doing down here?" So he built a motor for one of the naturally aspirated guys, and that guy won by like 45 feet. That Cody Singletary, just freaking, it was awesome. It was awesome.
They had a good crop of minis down there.
Yeah,
they did.
I know they built a motor for that new mini that they, the Carolina something.
Yeah.
They bought the old Brutus chassis.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I think anything that has boy performance on it is going to be competitive. So
Yeah, sure.
That video that we posted a while back where you could tell it was a mini motor, a single one. They were running on the dyno and stuff was falling off of the tables.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
One off the.
It was like
mini.
an earthquake was going off in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some pretty good super mod 2-wheel drive trucks too. There was 5 or 6 of those. There was a couple that actually asked. It was just a good, well balanced show. You know what I mean? And the fans down here, they got to see. I mean, at one time, if you watch one of my live videos, I go to the left. There's an antique 460 on the left. There's a 3-engine mod in the middle, and there's a garden tractor to the right, all at the same time. It's 100+ feet long. There's plenty of room.
And
they have
shout out to the little girl or little boy that was on there on the garden tractors. you posted a video of Schultz. It was a real young kid on a garden tractor.
Yeah. Yep.
That kid was very, very young, but man, you could see. I'm like, that's going to be a puller for life right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's screwed.
Yeah, he's
some of those
burn the wallet.
Some of those garden tractors were pretty hot.
Yeah, they had some pretty good ones.
Oh yeah,
they had some pretty ones. So Jamie Qualls is going to buy pizza and Fireball for our friend Danielle Roos.
Oh Lord, have mercy! No, Danielle brings her bucket of bad decisions with her. I know Danielle.
Yeah. He has a garbage can of bad decisions.
Yes,
Like,
I know.
I
know.
Yeah,
I know it. Hey,
Brent, what Yarn? What's the latest on like the NTPA and WTPA up in Wisconsin? All the stuff you're kind of dialed into.
So obviously NTPA schedule came out, so all the region stuff's been out. We're probably going to put out a schedule here in the next week or two. Just a tentative schedule with what we have. Might not have all the classes posted for just the state events only.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we have like 15 hooks. I think that'll be for points. And then there's something kind of big in the works. It's kind of pretty much finalized at this point. It's just a matter of when we want to kind of say something about it. But It'll be good for the fans, good for the pullers. And then I've also been working my way, I guess. It's going to be a project, but trying to make some sort of app that's going to integrate live results into it for WTPA, but then hopefully I can use it and maybe work with Rodney and get it so we actually have an app that people can use instead of browsing the internet.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, that's the future, guys. These apps, it's everything.
Oh yeah.
So,
well, I as far as ITPA, they haven't released a schedule. I know they're going through and trying to get some stuff booked right now. Usually 1st of February is when they release their schedule. I was down in Nashville. Of course, I'm always down in Nashville. They're going to do the shootout again this year. It's going to be in September. It's going to be a 2-day hook, but they are going to do the shootout again. So there'll be details coming as they go. I know Dirk and Brad are kind of working through some of that stuff right now, but Holes Hours are going to do another shootout this year.
Same classes?
As far as I know, they are going to do the same classes in the shootout. That is going to be a 2-day hook. There's some talk of maybe some different classes on the Saturday show, but as far as we know, yes, I'm sure it'll be 85s, 95s, and 10 pros. They're working through all the details now, but that they are going to do another fall show for the shootout.
Nice.
And there should be a Remedy tractor out of Wisconsin there, if I'm not mistaken.
there's a really good chance.
They're
Really good.
Does the Remedy have a crankshaft?
I don't know. I haven't talked to Tony this week, so I've been in Florida. You need to. That's your department. So.
I talked to Tony last week, and I haven't talked to him any more than you have. But
can you call him tomorrow for me?
I probably could, because that's a
Why
key
don't you do that?
you're going to need.
Yeah, get going. Do your thing. Hey, that cylinder head video that you guys posted, Paul.
Yes.
That has quite a few views. Keep posting stuff like that up. Buddy.
Yeah, we're doing 4 of them right now. Those are pro stock billet pro stock heads. So 4 of those we flipped them over and started on the bottom side, so they're coming along pretty nice. A lot of heavy cutting. Those are heavy. Those are very, very heavy heads.
Bruce, what's going on in the Tractor Zoom world? Anything neat?
About ready to start looking for the next of the farm all land auctions.
Okay.
We're 3 auctions in, and I know that most of the big stuff has been sold, but not all of it. There's still a few real nice pieces that are going to come across the block here in the next month or 2. Plus, we still got, good Lord only knows how many thousands of pieces of memorabilia. Jerry was not only a tractor collector, but his die-cast collection and his memorabilia collection is, if you were ever there, it was astounding. So, and actually, I don't know if any of you guys were there. Were you? Brent, did you ever go?
Nope. I had to go down and help
Ryan. Oh, that's right. You had to leave early.
Oh, I wrote it.
Talked about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It was all Kleppy's fault, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
It usually is.
Well, kind of Mears too, because Mears told me I had to be there so early.
Mears.
But honestly, Kleppy did work as soon as he got there. I will give him that. So.
So,
Quick look there is Clint Tucker. He is on.
Oh, boy.
Sitting in the garage.
Yep.
Drinking a Dr. Pepper. Quick question. We're talking about tractors that are coming. I've heard, and Ryan, I know you've kind of talked about it. Who has the Caterpillar that's being built by Engler right now? Can we talk about that?
I don't know, because I think it must be another Ryan that you know of that knows about a cat being built at Engler.
Clint was saying something about it the other night. I believe I'll just throw it out there, but I believe it is a cat hooded pro stock coming somewhere. Someone, Clint, if you are on and listening, comment whose it is, but there's supposed to be a really, really sharp one coming.
Well, I know that who's
Clint said Jerry Smith.
Clint said that?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know what we got. I mean, can he get us a teaser photo or something? I'm dying to see this thing.
I do know of another Cat Light Pro that's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Fredericks are building one with Chris Feller. Maybe they're working on that's what Paul was talking about. So
the reason I ask is I'm kind of one of those guys that think we need some. I don't know if guys are into the whole like, oh, you can't have a green motor and a yellow tractor, whatever. But man, we need some color. We need some good color. I don't care what it is. Like Schramix last year when it came out, I mean, orange. There's all kinds of red and green and all that. But I want to see some oddball stuff. I want to see a Fendt go down the track.
I want to see a Mahindra Pro Stock go down the track, just because I want to watch the faces in the crowd as everybody's face goes from completely colorless, like, oh my goodness, no. I love upsetting the apple cart a little bit, and I make no bones about that. And that whole idea of we need color, and I'm sure I'll get flamed for this the curtains need to match the drapes or whatever, blah, 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 blah. You know what? The average fan cannot tell the difference between a John Deere Pro Stock motor or a Kubota Pro Stock motor or anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe they can, a Kubota Pro Stock motor, because I don't think anyone's ever built one. But in the stands, all they see is the color. Mm-hmm. They've got something to cheer for. That's good for the sport.
If anybody from Kubota or Mahindra or Fendt or Vulture are watching, I will run your Pro Stock sheet metal. Please call me 608-604-5068.
Nice work.
I can confirm the Mahindra Pro Stock was talked about in a very serious fashion not long ago. But
I have a feeling that still could be on the table.
No.
No?
Nope.
There was a final hard no?
No, there was not. No, okay, so yes, it maybe could still be on the table, but the new one, no.
Boo.
I know. I tried.
Boo.
I know. Oh,
Cock shut with Foghorn Legion on the hoods. There you go, Tucker.
Tucker needs to learn how to spell.
He's got a plan. He's got a plan for that too.
Oh, Candace is jumping in, or this is Zach.
That's Light Pro Zach.
Hey, Ryan, did you add him to the page yet?
Who, Light? No,
Candace.
I will add her.
Because he's going to do the lives for us when they're building the track.
That's right. They're building that track starting next Monday?
Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, Travis.
Nice. Get the batting cages out of the way. We got dirt to move.
Waiting. I mean, literally waiting. And as soon as they get done with that batting thing, he'll run the damn bulldozer through that batting cage and get it out of the way.
Here, I'll help you with tear down.
Yeah. He's got a nice dozer sitting there that can tear them batting cages down in a hurry.
You'll get some really cool koozies being made for Travis.
So. Oh, yeah. I'm sure he'll get a kick out of it.
Zach, I would love to see an M7 hood on a Pro Stock. I think that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Zach, get me in touch with your Kubota people. I love it.
Be good.
Hey, Brent, whatever happened to we were talking about the minis who were changing hands, and what's that one from Wisconsin that had green sheet metal on the fender, the green fenders? For the life of me, I can't remember what it's
that, like you can barely see, or
kind of.
That'd be Gouda's.
Is it?
Brian and Jeff. That is now, well, that one's still for sale, I believe, that chassis.
No, there was one that actually sold. And it had
Okay, so then you're thinking of Chris Burnett's.
Yes, Chris Burnett. What are they working on? They're building something new?
No, just getting a planetary tractor.
What's Burkholz mean, Guza?
When he's talking about what mini it was.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, they're selling both their chassis, and one went to North Carolina, Chris's, and I think the other one's still for sale. And I think it's like $15,000. So if anybody wants a mini rod chassis, hit them up.
There you go.
Everybody needs a mini.
What was that?
Everybody needs a mini.
Agreed. They're fun to watch.
I bet they're a hell of a ride too.
Oh,
Did we lose Schultz?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
And I don't know if rumors out of the bag, but there's a former Wisconsin light super stock puller that now has a mini rod.
Isaac?
Maybe.
That was one of the rumors I heard.
That'll be a big difference in ride.
Picked up a Bohr chassis from Richardson's and picked up a motor from Kester.
That's a good place to start.
Wow.
Brent,
Yeah.
what are there a lot of semi hooks, or what are you hearing about the semis?
No. I think there's 4 with PPL and 2 of them are with Doug. And the other 2 are out in PA on single day hooks. And then
None in Hillsboro?
nope, Hillsboro dropped them.
Oh, that's a bummer.
When's Hillsboro this year? What are the dates on that?
Same weekend as normal.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, because
But they dropped to a 3 session now instead of 4.
Yes.
And they're down to, I think they don't have a Silver Series schedule, but I believe it's going to be 7 Champions Tour classes and then limited pro stocks.
Are they going to have afternoons?
Yeah, there's one afternoon on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's never had a crowd for any of the afternoons at all.
Yeah.
So that's tough.
And yeah, no open super. So they dropped open supers, semis, and 4-wheel drive trucks. For sure. I don't know what else if they did or not.
Does Tucker want to come on? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is he still
Hey,
on?
RJ, if you're still listening, I think you got enough room to run semis. Just hint, hint. Just something to chew on.
If you guys want to keep chatting, that's fine. You guys tell me how much longer you want to go, because I want to go enjoy my last night here.
I am just about out of battery on the old telly here. I forgot to bring my laptop home, so I'll probably drop off.
Same here.
Yep.
I thought we'd be back. We went to Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot today. So,
Tell me you had Mickey Mouse ears on.
no, but I did have my beer money mask on all day, and people looked at me funny. So
Tucker's just listening.
That didn't have anything to do with the mask, Jason.
Oh, thank you.
So
With friends like you, who needs enemies?
Who needs enemies?
Exactly. Well, we can next Monday. We can maybe we can set it up where we can get a hold of whoever it was. Was it Blake or who was going to be there with the track?
Yeah.
Maybe we can do something like that. But we'll give away the live streams. Zach, sorry.
Yep.
And then we can just kind of touch base on it because I know Wednesday after I get off work, I'm headed north. So.
Okay. No, that sounds good. Well, I thank you guys for jumping on short notice. We went out to eat at a seafood restaurant. One of our friends down here, wife's birthday. We got that done, and it's all good. But I want to go drink some whiskey, and do what I do. So
nice. Go enjoy whiskey.
Okay. Good night, guys.
Later on.
Yep.
Thanks, Brent.
Yep.